Hi, hello everyone. I'm Durga Devi Rajendra from ROG 361. In method of construction, we have assigned an assignment which is video presentation. In the video presentation, we have divided two parts, which is part 1 and also part 2. Part 1, we have to talk about a foundation for a construction and also the technique of the foundation. And part 2, we have to talk about the causes of the failure foundation that we choose for the part 1, and also from there we have to talk about the technique of the repair foundation of the part 1, and it should be in the base real scenario. Foundation classified as shallow foundation and also deep foundation. Shallow foundation provides immediately beneath the lower part of the structure which is near to the ground level are known as shallow foundation. Such foundation are mostly placed at the first hard and firm substrate available below at the ground level. Deep foundation construction substantially below at the ground level with some artificial arrangement such as piles, as they are base called deep foundation. Deep foundation are further classified into the following types such as pile foundation, well foundation, and also caisson foundation. Based on the question, the foundation that I choose is pile foundation. Pile foundation is a kind of deep foundation. It is actually a cylinder column or long cylinder made material such as concrete steel, which are used to support the structure and transfer the load of the design deep either by end of the bearing or skin friction. Pile foundation are usually used for long structure and in situation where the soil as shallow deep is not suitable to resist excessive settlement or resist the uplift. Suitability of pile foundation. When the soil is very soft and solid base is not available at the reasonable depth to keep the bearing power within safe limits. When the grillage or craft foundations are very expensive. When the building is high carrying heavy concentrate loads. When the necessary to construct a building along a seashore or riverbed. Pile foundation can be classified based on the function, material, and installation process. The following types of pile foundation used in constructions are based on function or use, either based on material or construction method. And based on function or use, the first types will be street piles. Street piles provides lateral support. They resist the lateral pressure from the loose soil to the flow of the water. They usually used for the coffer dams, trench setting, and also shore protection. Second will be load bearing pile. Is used to transfer the vertical loads from the structural soil. This foundation transmits the loads from the soil with upward supporting property onto a layer which is capable of the bearing the load. Third is the end bearing. End bearing will help us the loads pass through the lower tip of the pile. The bottom of the pile rests on a stronger layer of the soil or rock. As a result, pile act as a column and safely transfer the loads to the strongest layer. Next will be the friction pile. Friction pile will help us to transfer the loads from the structure of the soil by the frictional force between the structure of the pile and also the soil of the surrounding of the pile. And last will be the soil compacting pile, which is driven at the place close intervals to increase the bearing capacity of the soil by compacting. Based on material construction method, we have three piles, which is timber, concrete, and also steel. For the timber, is usually placed in underwater. The diameter or size can be vary from 12 to 16 inches. The length of the pile is usually 20 times of the top width. They are usually designed for 15 to 20 tons. Concrete piles is cast in pile bed in a horizontal form if they are rectangle shape. Precast piles are usually reinforced with a steel to prevent breakage during extra mobilization from the acting bed to the location and to the foundation. Cast parallel concrete. This type of pipe is constructed by the boring of soil up to desired the depth of then disposing freshly mixed concrete in the place and letting it cure there. Steel concrete may be I section or hollow pipe. The size may be very 10 inches to 24 inches in diameter and thickness is usually 3.5 inches. because it's a small sectional area. Based on the real story, pile foundation is a larger bearing capacity and well stability and also small differential settlement compared to other foundation types. But pile foundation has damaged and also has failed, especially during the earthquakes. During in 1964 in Niigata earthquake, the Showa bridge was collapsed. One of the pipe that was extracted during the post-earthquake investigation. The Showa bridge was collapsed attribute many reasons. Example, Hamada in 1992 proposed that lateral spreading of the soil following liquefaction caused large displacement at the pipe heads and result in dislodging span. Bhattacharya in 2005 has proposed that buckling of the piles in liquefied sand could have caused the collapse of the Showa bridge. The Showa bridge collapse is not a unique event, but here have been any other failures involving pipe foundation. The repairing of this Showa bridge is to remove the particle load and also to do the underpinning part. In conclusion, foundations are used to transfer the structural loads to the soil and subjected to the soil, and it occur a pile foundation and well foundation. Thank you.